Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Uh, it's going to be an exciting day coming up tomorrow. It was an exciting day today. And hey, please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. And if you would, like, share, and subscribe. Makes Grandpa happy. That's a fact. Uh, so, Tesla closed at 177.77. Grandpa likes that number. In the green. Outperformed the indexes today. So after hours, we bounced up about 80 cents to 178.65 at 8 o'clock. And Grandpa's going to go through that with you. They were buying down at $30, but it was very little because when they bought down there, it would pull it down, and we predominantly went up, and that's because they were shorting up at 260. 260, that's higher than that. This chart only goes up to 245, but so anyway, they probably bought 1,000 shares down at $30. No big deal. Nothing that would even resemble substance or anything Grandpa would consider that, hey, the sky is falling type of deal. It's more like we're going up than than down for the very short term here. Like I say, we went up 80 cents. Um, and let's talk about this death cross a little bit. This line right here, this yellow one, is the 200-day moving average, and this one here is the 50-day moving average. And when they cross each other like this, that's called a death cross. And you can get a death cross if the 50 would have come from the bottom side. You got a death cross going up, but in this case, we got one going down. And currently, it's dropping about $1.25 or more per day. We're at, and the question is it going to play out? Is this death cross going to take us to 101? We're currently at about 203.50 area. And tomorrow we're going to be about 202.25. Or 202 possibly. And, by Wednesday, I think we're going to be looking at 201.75 to 202. But anyway, regardless, what's important about this death cross to Grandpa is eventually I figure we're going to come up and bounce off of it. By the end of the week, the way it looks, it's gonna be, oh man, well below $200, probably 190. Let me try figure it out here. So 193. Tomorrow's Tuesday, 192. Wednesday, 200 area. 200 and a half. Thursday, 198, 199 and a half. Thursday, 198. By Friday, we're going to be in the 197 range with this thing. But what's important about it to Grandpa is, it's coming down quick. And when we go up, wherever we meet it, I expect to bounce off of it back down, just temporarily. Okay, maybe for a day, maybe a half a day. I don't know, but when it breaks through it, and it will, when it breaks through it, this 50-day moving average. This crazy thing will act as support. Every trader in America is watching this 50-day moving average in the daily chart, at least most of them. And they're going to expect it to drop back when it hits it, so it will, because they'll sell their shares there, just like Grandpa will, wherever it hits it. And when it goes through it and gets on top of it finally, then it will act as support. So once we can get above it, say it gets down to 197 and we get it up to 200 and we're up above it, then it will act as support. Okay, but so that's what's going on with that. And in the meantime, what do we got going in the meantime? Let's look at well, first we'll look at the weekly quick, just for the fun of it. By the way, it's a sell signal in the daily. It's a sell signal in the weekly too. So here's the weekly. We got an absolute sell signal still, and no good reason to go along with this bus. Here we have our substance at 173. You know, Grandpa's last substance at 184, we took that out a while back. We went up in the 205 area, and they put substance back there again. And so Grandpa called it out, and it took it out again. And now we have substance at 173. Last week, I think it was Thursday, the market makers bought like crazy at 173. I mean, they were doing 100 to 200,000 shares per minute. Per minute. They did 10 to 20 million shares they bought here. And they're going to activate them when we get to 173. And so, in the 172, 173 area, Grandpa's anticipating a little bounce up. But we are going to see this number. 173 is coming, and I wish it would get around to it probably tomorrow or the next day. I've been talking about it for 3-4 days now. We're going to see 173, and it's coming. Just like Grandpa's other substances coming. So, trends, what do we got going? Grandpa's got to find the monthly chart. So, oh, man of life. The dominant trend is down. Okay, here's Tesla's high, 414.50. Okay, and we've never in over 2 years broke this trend line, not once, for more than just a few seconds. And nothing. You got to close above it to say you broke it. Okay, you just don't go through it a teeny bit. So the dominant trend is down. In order for us to have the dominant trend going up, we need buy signals in the weekly, the monthly, and the daily. If we have all three of those, then we have the dominant trend. But we do not have the dominant trend going up here. We're far from it. We're going down. How far down? Grandpa don't know. You know, we could run all the way up to 250 and 253 about, and not break this line in this month. Okay, and next month we could go all the way up to 250 and not break this line. So the dominant trend. So that's where we're at. We're in a downtrend, and we have substance at 101.07. They've been down there buying over 14 times. We have substance at 152. We have substance, like I said, at 173. And we have substance at 252. It's going to go there. Absolutely, it's going to go there. Uh, I just don't know if it's going to go to 252 first or 152 first. I really believe we're going to 173 first, and then I think we might see 203. Grandpa keeps talking about 203. I think we might see this 203 possibly this week or early next week. But in the next 3 months here, or certainly before the end of the year, I believe we're going to see the 101.07. And before the end of the year, we got 284 on the top side. That's our highest place of substance currently, where they've shorted like they were insane up there. But the market makers are buying. They're long. They're long anything below 269. They buy everything they can get their little paws on, in Grandpa's humble opinion. So yeah, the dominant trend is down. I hate to tell you that, but it's true. And but it doesn't stop you from making money. You buy a little bit on the bottom side, resell a little bit up, and back and forth, and pretty soon you got money. And that's how it works. So let's talk about that car accident where this little Elon, oh, he's so handsome. Uh, I want to look at. I want to look at the red Tesla because I don't know if this lady's car was red. It was Mitch McConnell's sister-in-law down in Texas, and I got a little bit more news on it. It was a tragic accident. She backed over an embankment and down into a pond, and she was on the phone in her car calling for help, and they came, but they couldn't get her out of the car in time, and it was just a tragic accident. But there's reports out that she's done this before, where she's put the car in reverse by mistake and took off, thinking she was going to go forward or whatnot. And it's what the report said that I listened to today. And you know, it seems like a human error thing, but still they are investigating it for criminal. If there's anything criminal that went on in regard to this accident, um, you know, I don't know if they're looking for some sort of sabotage or whatever. I have no idea, but they are still investigating it, looking. Um, Look, they're really going into it anyway. And well, when it's Mitch McConnell's sister-in-law, that's what is it? She's his wife's sister. So whatever that is, Grandpa ain't big on relatives and all that kind of stuff. Um, and now, I got some news here on Giga Berlin. We gotta check that out. Um, this is pretty huge news. Later tonight, later tonight, they're saying they think they're going to have power restored to Giga Berlin. Well, that's largely why we bounced up today into the green and closed in the green, was because Giga Berlin's going to come back online. And as they're doing the repair, and I've seen this on different news reports, they show it where the police are there guarding the workers as they're repairing the lines, because there's still like over 1,200 protesters over there protesting Tesla. They want Tesla shut down. They don't want Tesla. They want trees and they want clean water, and they blame Tesla for problems in the world, and which Grandpa does not agree with. I'll tell you that right now. It's cost Tesla over $1 billion in damages so far. But the good news is when they get it going, Tesla's talking like they're going to run 3 shifts. So instead of 2 shifts, they're going to run 3 shifts and get this thing pumping gold as fast as possible, obviously. And they're going to have to get control of these people that are these activists. They said the German government said that they was terrorists that did this sabotage, and they're activists, protesters. Not all of them did it, but there's probably more in the crowd that would if they could. So anyway, they got heavy police presence watching them, and keeps it exciting. It's always exciting with Tesla. And, as far as tomorrow, we really need to look at little Elon here and then figure out tomorrow. Grandpa will tell you about tomorrow. What Grandpa sees for tomorrow is I believe we're going to very likely break through that 173 area, if not tomorrow, the next day or the next day. I can't believe we haven't done it yet. And I'm thinking we just about did 183 today. Maybe we do 183 to 185 tomorrow if it really went good. But it could easily do 172 at 180 for all I know. But as strong as they were at the close here, shorting up at 260, they might be trying to make a run for it. I'm hoping they go up to 203 by the end of the week. Will they? Grandpa don't know for sure. But I do know something, and I'll tell you what that is. This is Elon right here, big Elon. And he's got a good heart. Where is it? It's on that side, I think, right there. And there's a shadow. Oh, he's got a pretty shadow. So, and here's little Elon. And little Elon, he gets smarter every day. He's self-learning. Everything they make is self-learning nowadays. They get smarter and smarter. I wish Grandpa was more self-learning. Well, Grandma's self-learning, I think. But anyway, little Elon, he's getting to go over there, and they've been planting trees to beat the band, trying to keep the activists happy. And if they only would get to know little Elon, they should get him a little Elon and have him plant trees for him. He'll gladly do it. And not only that, he'll pull their teeth. Little Elon can have all the brains of all the doctors in the whole world in his head. And if you give him a scalpel and a saw of some sort, he can operate. And he can, whatever you give him a pliers, he'll pull your teeth and fill your cavities, and he can do all that stuff. It's priceless. You got to think about it. You got your own dentist living in your house. I always wanted to have my own dentist, one that I liked, and I like little Elon. And so the future is bright. In 2025, they're going to start selling little Elons, Optimus. And it's going to be a waiting period. You're not going to get him right away because he's going to go out. They were talking like you could get him for $30,000, $50,000, $70,000. They ain't going to have near the money in this thing they got in the car. The margins are going to be just wild. But Elon has indicated he wants to keep the price down on it. Not only that, they're going to have little Elon go up to Mars and build the structures so that people can come there and live in them. Um, they're going to put up all the structures up there on Mars and the buildings and stuff so people can go there and have them already pre-made when they get there. Little Elon doesn't need to breathe there. He's pretty nice, really, and he'll be up there watering the trees on Mars and planting flowers and trees everywhere on Mars, and that's what little Elon likes to do, you know. So, okay, Grandpa Bear, quit talking. So tomorrow, look for 173. Look for a bounce. I mean, if it goes down, whatever, 172, 170, little under 173, look for a bounce. That's what Grandpa's going to do. And if you get up around, well, when you see 203, sell some of your shares. That's Grandpa's opinion. That's what Grandpa and Grandma are doing. And it'll happen. It'll all happen. All good things are from the Lord, and Lord willing, we'll have as much fun as Grandpa does tomorrow. Nobody should have as much fun as Grandpa has. I had a terrific day again. And 101 is in your future, but so is 284. But 173 is nearby. We're going to take out 173, just look like we took out 284. And we took out 284, like I say, twice, right there. We took it out twice. Grandpa called it twice. I talked about 184 for the first time for months, since it was all up at 269. All the way from there down here, I talked about it till we finally got it. Grandpa's substance has always come true, always. If Grandpa tells you substance, I just don't know which one's coming first. That's the problem. But anyway, Grandpa knows stuff, I got it on little Elon, and I'm playing on my chart. I'm a nut. Okay, all good things are from the Lord. The Lord willing, we'll talk to you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye-bye.